Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, brothers, pushing this word with truth, sincerity, with charity. Alright. This is something that I always kind of, I would say I knew, alright, but I didn't know how to prove it scientifically or through the scriptures, But when we get them new bodies, man, the Lord got so much prepared for us, alright? Because when we get those spiritual bodies, when we get those new bodies, those bodies, that's when the Lord take away that stony heart, all right, we're gonna be able to see things and do things and comprehend things that was never possible. And I had a dream some years ago about getting beamed up and coming out of I got beamed up. I got beamed up. I did this dream years ago. I think I got it in my phone. I might re-upload it. When we came in the chariot, we was in one big chariot. It was huge. It was one big ship. And we came out of these it wasn't like a ship, but it was like a pod. If anybody know about sayings, it was like a cylindrical pod, and it opened up and we came out and we had new clothes, new everything, we had armor on and things like that. And when I looked around, it was colors. I would say it resembled a beige, but it didn't, you know what I mean? I can't really explain the color, I did to the best of my ability, but it was a color that I never seen before. And it was like chiseled designs into the actual floor of the actual ship. And the ship was so big, like how you look down the hallway and it was lights down the hallway. The ship was so big that when I looked down the bay, there was no ships in the bay. And as far as I can see, it was so big, it just got black, and it was light, and the lights was on, but the ship bay was so big that it just went until it actually just turned black to where I couldn't see no further. But when I looked down, I seen chiseled designs, and it was colors that I really couldn't explain. But this video kind of tells you that the eyes that we have can only see derivatives of red, green, and I think blue. All right, so every color that we see is derivatives of red, green, and blue. But there's actually animals with these different the way their eyes are made, the way they look, the Lord made their eyes, they can see other colors, all right, in the spectrum. All right, like I was just watching a video about space, how they call it invisible light, but it's actually just colors that we can't comprehend, that our bodies can't see, our eyes can't see. All right, so I'm gonna press play and let some of this play.
Not only allows us to see red, but all of the other colors derivative of red. And red have three, which allow us to see.
So it's green, red, and blue.
Green, blue, and red. The addition of the red cone not only allows us to see red, but all of the other colors derivative of red, like orange and purple. The human eye is capable of understanding an entire spectrum of colors that allow us to understand the world in the way that we see it currently. This lets our brain understand what's going on in the world around us. Think about a sunset. Now, imagine the cloud's thick purple tendrils tapering off into ribbons of pale green as the last brilliant orange rays of sun wrap themselves around sheets of winding crimson, all draped in front of a soft indigo canvas. All of these colors based off of the red, blue, and green cones in our eyes. Our sunset is basically made up of just 3 colors in all of their hues, saturations, and mixtures. Certain species of butterflies have something like 5 to 6 cones in their eyes, which allow them to see 2 extra derivative colors. That means 2 more base colors that are not comprehensible to a human being. This means that at all times there's a minimum of 2 colors around us that we can't see, but butterflies can. A sunset to a butterfly would not only be unbelievably beautiful,
and just imagine the beauty of seeing more than green, blue, and red. All right, just imagine being able to when you open your eyes in the morning, you got way more colors than what you're used to seeing. All right, and it would in turn make the other colors that you already see more vivid. You know, it'd be like having, all right, 1,000K vision to be able to see all these different colors, and it'd actually make life around you more beautiful. All right, so the earth is even more beautiful than what we can actually see on this plane. But when we get those new bodies, we're going to be able to see the earth in its fullness. All right, and the beauty that Yahweh Shema Shai is actually put on the earth. All right, because we only see a fraction of the beauty that the Lord has created. All right, on the earth. All right, but when we get those new bodies, we're going to be able to see, all right, the fullness of it.
To a human, but also impossible to imagine. Now, one time in college, I read about a certain species of shrimp called the mantis shrimp. Nature gave lions fangs and hawks talons. It gave bats sonar and humans reasoning. But nature gave the mantis shrimp one thing that no other animal can boast: 16 color receptive cones. I want you to think about a sunset again. Except instead of 3, try 16 different colors, 13 of which you've never experienced in your life. An exponential.
So it's actually more colors, you know, and Esau know this because Esau, like the scriptures say, he made a diligent search. All right, he searched out iniquity, all right, and he made a diligent search. So he understands that there's more colors, but just the human eye just can't comprehend it. These bodies that we have can't comprehend the different colors that we can that surround us. So they study these animals, and they're able to see that these animals, because of the things that we have in our eye, they have more. They can see it. So it's 13 more colors. Ain't no telling how many colors it really is. All right. Look, when we get those bodies, the earth is really gonna change. All right, something that we see is blue. It may be a different color, but blue is the only color that we can receive in our mind. So, hell, the water may be a whole nother color. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. So, but just watching this video is kind of let me know, like, Esau understand that there's more colors. So when you go into it, they call it invisible light. All right, they call it invisible light, and what they use with invisible light is basically the colors in space. All right, the colors in space. Okay, that when they make these pictures of nebula, that they can't see. So what they do is take the light spectrum that does hit back, and they basically fill in the blanks with colors that we do understand. But those nebulas are actually filled with invisible light, which is light that in colors that the human eye can't comprehend. All right, so the heavens is much more beautiful, all right, than we'll ever know until the kingdom, until we get those new bodies, because we can't even see it. It's something simple as color. Now, I seen videos about these glasses that Esau got to help blind people see color, and it brings them to tears when they actually see color, because it brings the world around them, it makes it more beautiful color. So just imagine when we get into the kingdom, all right, when we get those new bodies and the things that we're going to be able to see. All right, that's not even That's not it. That's just the natural things. All right. So let me finish playing this.
Exponentially more beautiful sun-drenched phenomenon than any butterfly could ever experience. What would it look like? Something always bothered me after learning this. I don't think it's the fact that I'm never going to know what these colors look like due to my evolutionary outdated eyes. It's not the fact that with this knowledge, every single celebrated work of art that humans have created will never truly be appreciated in all of its glory by a human. Or that the mantis shrimp, even with all of its evolutionary advantage, still has limits and can't see the full spectrum of colors that probably exist well beyond its 16 cones. What bothers me is thinking about a dog. If you were to somehow replace your dog's eyes with a newer, more human model, he would be stunned by this new world of color that you've given him. Forever appreciating the novelty of these new colors, while being constantly surprised by this new, exciting, beautiful world. The stark contrast between dull and vibrant would be nothing short of miraculous. But if a human can see in this unimaginable filter and never stop to be dazzled by its potential brilliance to a dog, does a mantis shrimp know how beautiful its world is to the rest of us? If it was normal to see those 16 colors, and we'd never seen anything else, would we know what we see is special? If beauty is out of the ordinary, does it cease to be beautiful? I don't know how many times I've actually watched a sunset.
All right, so so basically he said, you know, when you see things, hey, it'll never, if you had, you can't comprehend it. You know, you can't comprehend it. You know, that's why the scriptures say this. All right, you know, the scriptures say this. All right. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 2:9. It said, but as is written, eye has not seen, nor ear has heard, neither hath entered into the hearts of man the things which the Most High hath prepared for them that love him. All right, so just this scripture alone proves this validity of this video, because our eyes, I mean, because you can't comprehend it. You can't comprehend it. It's uncomprehensible. If you can't wrap your fucking mind around it. All right. So once we get new bodies, all right, and we get to update it, because Esau will never see this. Esau will never be able to see and be able to appreciate the beauty that Yahweh Shema Shai is really, how raw it is. You heard him. He said, I looked at this and I still ceased to amaze myself. He might be a Jake, just about the world around us, man. How the colors and how it's just so much more but we can't see it. We can't see it. But we can't see it. All right. So when we get them new bodies, all right, things is gonna. Hey, look, you're gonna understand. Like the scripture called the Lord the first author of beauty. All right, like, and that's a hell of a. All right, let me see if I can pull it up. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 13:3. Who with whom's beauty, matter of fact, I'ma just get it. All right, I'ma just get it. All right, let me few chapter. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, is this Wisdom of Solomon 13:1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature, but who, it says, by nature, who are ignorant of the Most High, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. All right. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deem either fire or wind or swift air or circle of stars or violent water or lights of heaven to be gods which govern the world, with whose beauty, if they being delighted took them to be gods, if they being delighted took them to be gods, let them to know how much better is Yahweh of them is, for the first author of beauty has created them. All right. It said, but if they were astonished at their power and virtue, and let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them. So Yahweh is the first author of beauty. All right. The Heavenly Father is the first author of beauty. All right. He's the first author of it. He gave Yahushua the blueprint, ultimately creating the Elohim, which created everything else, that set everything in motion. And the things that look, you got to be able to see the building blocks. If you was to build anything, you have to be able to see the building blocks. All right, because he created the building blocks. So the colors, all right, when we get into the kingdom, the colors that we're going to be able to behold, shit, it's going to be speechless. All right, we're going to constantly be every day amazed, all right, at the glory and majesty and the beauty of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, it says, for by greatness and beauty of the creatures proportionably the maker of them is seen, but yet for this they are less to be blamed, for they peradventure err, seeking the Most High, and desires to find him. But it said, but greatness, for by the greatness and beauty of the creatures proportionably the maker of them is seen. So by the beauty, you see how a butterfly is made. See, when we look at things, we can only see the things that our eyes can comprehend, that these bodies can comprehend. All right, that these bodies are designed to see. But like the greens is going to become even greener, because you're going to be able to see the deeper spectrum of it. The blues is going to be deeper because you're going to be able to see the deeper spectrums of it. So in the kingdom, everything is just going to be so fucking raw, man. It's going to be so fucking epic. All right. Just off the looks of it. All right. Just off the looks of it. All right. So we may see something is purple. You may see a butterfly wings is blue, purple, and black, but that black is really probably some weird ass color that we can't see. All right, so we're gonna see the fullness of Yahweh Shema Shai and his creation. All right, that he made. All right, that he made for us, man. Like the scripture say, if the world be made for our sakes, why don't we possess an inheritance with it? So everything that was made for us, we're gonna be able to enjoy it when we get those new bodies, man. And that's what we're fighting for, man. That's what we're fighting for. To be in the good graces of Yahweh Shema Shai, so we can see that shit, man. On the first go round. Not the second death. Alright? So with that, I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. By Hashem Dash. Double honor to the apostle. It was a great millstone. And salutations to you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity and with charity. Shalom and the Bible ball.